For the neck warmer, I will use Red Heart Comfort in black. This cake is from the big skein, 35 ounces, and I still have enough, lots of them, lots of it. And I'm going to use this color as well. So these two together. I will start with waste yarn, 3 rounds, then 15 black, 15 in this one, and then 50 black again, and waste yarn 5 rounds. So you need waste yarn for this project. Find the black needle, cast on, front, back, back. Knit 3 rounds. I will start from the outside. Okay. Reset the counter to 0. Go slowly for the first rounds and make sure that the yarn is down. This down is down, and you have yarn in every space. For this one, I keep a normal tension. I don't want to hold it tight because I want the neck warmer to be the widest that it can be. I think I will need some weights. For the first rounds, until it passes this one, you'll make a big noise. So knit 50 rounds with black. So I have 50. I will cut the yarn. Attach the new one. I mean, this is black and black, but anyway, I like to do this color change. So knit with this one 15. So knit until you have 65. So I'm at 65. Cut the yarn. Attach the new color. For the color change. So now knit 50 rounds, so until you have 115 in total. So I have 115. Now I have to knit with waste yarn, but before I cut the yarn, measure 1.5 around your circular knitting machine. Cut the main color, place it in the middle, and then use a contrasting color. And knit 5 rounds. At the beginning I knitted just 3 rounds because that it's okay, you cannot unravel that one, but at the end you have to knit at least 5 rounds, so 5 or 8. and then just knit without the yarn. I hope I don't have any dropped or tucked stitches. I mean, I had, but I fixed them. So first, don't forget about the ends, to knot them. Stretch your work. Here is where I fixed a dropped stitch, but after I stretch it out, it should come to normal. I don't see any dropped stitches. Next step, I will graft the ends together, and I will show it how to do it. So I will close the tube with Kitchener stitch, which is a great way to invisibly graft the two pieces of ends together. This is the way that I do. First, I look for the cast off part where is the long tail. So this one, I will place it down and I will put the tubes together with the long tail down. And the ends, they have to be in the same place. I like to use stitch markers. Here down I will put one, so this is the tail, and right here is the loop from the tail. Place a stitch marker here. Then in the other side, if you see, this is the tail, but there's nothing in here. So this is the last loop where the tail comes. So I'll place the stitch marker here, coming down, and in the next one, which is this one. So for me, I like to do it this way, and then I know for sure that I'm not missing any stitches, any loops. So you have to work to the left, and in these loops, this is the waste yarn, and all the time when you place the needle, you have to place it like in the same way as the waste yarn goes. So this one comes here and here. I'm just showing to you. All the time we have to do two loops. So if you don't know which way, you see the yarn comes this way, so all the time I will come that way. This one I cannot go this way because it's not okay. I have to do. Here is the same. I follow the waste yarn and go the same way. So anyway, first you place the stitch markers here where the tail is, up, just one loop, on the other side where the tail is, and the next one to the left. First one, you see how this comes, the waste yarn, so I have to follow the waste yarn. So I'm holding this one and I go first to the left. I'm just placing the needle down. Here is just one loop on this side when I start, and I will finish with one loop. Then go to the next side. Start with this one, the second one. Don't work in this one, just on this one. So follow the waste yarn, go down and up. All the time you have to work in 2 loops, okay? If you start this way, then you will not have any problems. So you come in the other way, go in the old loop that you used and to the new one. And again, you see, my needle is parallel with the waste yarn. That's the waste yarn. So all the time in 2 loops. Keep the tension, try to be the same size like you have it in your work. So now I go to the other side. This is the loop that I worked. I go down and up. Down and up or up, doesn't matter, just important is to follow the waste yarn. So you go all the way around, and I will show you when you get to the last stitches. One side to the other. Okay. So these are the last stitches. This is the stitch that I placed the stitch marker. So coming here. On this side, last time when I'm working, I have to go in both of these like this. And then I'm coming back and work in this one just once. Like this. If you finish like this, you know that you have worked in all the stitches and you will not have dropped stitches when you take off the waste yarn. So I worked in this one and this too. The cast off yarn is really easy to take, comes really easy. I like to reuse them if they are okay. With this one, this is the beginning with a short tail. I like to look here to see the cast on. You see the yarn goes through these loops. So I'm holding here and just pull this yarn. It should come. I think I have one more stitch here, and then just take it off. Don't pull too fast for the last stitch. Now stretch your work, and you almost don't see it. So this is where we finished. This is for this one. So go around and see if you have all the stitches and the loops okay. They should be. Now you have to make knot with every tail on this one. So I do like this. You can do how it's more easy for you. When you make the knot and you hide the tails, the ends, try to work just in one side so you can open the tube. Okay, so this end is here. I like to go like this, make a knot, press not really hard, just a little, come back, couple of stitches, hold here where the knot is and then pull. That should be okay. Take in the other one. This is too long. So I'll secure this one here close to it somewhere. I'll take this white yarn that is here, or what color is this? So take a strand of yarn that is close to your working yarn. When you pull, just hold the knot so you don't pull really hard, and then go down and come under other stitches. Hold and then pull. Then hide it. If you want to do 2 or more knots in different places to make sure that your tail is secure, you can do that. So now, even if you want to undo everything, you don't know where you finish and when you started. And then I like, so I think it's here, I feel the knot. I like to fold my neck warmer this side, and all the, if you have color changes or anything, they will be on one side and you will not feel them in the middle of your work. So this is the neck warmer. As you saw in the video, I had a little hard time with red hair comfort, but I think it's because of the tension. I want it to be loose, because the neck warmer I want to be as wide as possible from the machine. Sorry for the noise. So this one is almost 12 inches long, so it's 24, and it's 8, usually like a hat, so the hat is usually 8 wide. I will make a beanie to match with this neck warmer, and I will show you everything together. So this is how it looks. This is the row. If you stretch it, it should bend in. I mean, I know because I did it, but somebody will look. Thank you for watching.